Cupertino, California, March 25th, 2019. The Steve Jobs Theater is packed. The lights go down. Tim Cook walks onto the stage. He is about to announce a product that he claims will change the financial lives of millions of Americans. Behind him, a giant screen flashes the words, "Created by Apple, not a bank." The crowd cheers. For years, people have hated banks. They hate the fees, they hate the confusion, they hate the penalties. Apple promised something different. They promised a credit card made of titanium. They promised privacy. They promised that they were on your side. To make this happen, Apple needed a partner. But the big banks, Chase, Amex, Citi, all said no. They looked at Apple's demands and said, "The math doesn't work. You want to approve too many people. You want to charge zero fees. We will lose money." So Apple turned to the new kid on the block, Goldman Sachs. Goldman was an investment bank. They dealt with billionaires and governments. They had never issued a consumer credit card in their 150-year history. But they were arrogant. They thought, "We are the smartest guys in the room. We can figure this out." Fast forward to today. That experiment is over. It was a disaster. Goldman Sachs didn't just struggle. They bled. They lost billions of dollars trying to be cool. They had the highest loss rate in the industry because they approved people who couldn't pay them back. They wanted out. They were desperate. And yesterday, the news broke. The shark has arrived to clean up the mess. JP Morgan Chase, the biggest, most ruthless, most efficient bank in the Western world, is taking over the Apple Card. The headline sounds boring. Bank buys card portfolio. But if you look at the math, this is not just a business deal. This is a warning shot. The era of easy money fintech is dead. The era of the bank monopoly is back. And if you have an Apple Card in your wallet, or any credit card for that matter, the rules of the game are about to change. Today, I am going to break down exactly why this takeover is happening, why Goldman Sachs failed, and what that tells us about the economy, and why JP Morgan's entry into the Apple ecosystem creates a data trap that could cost you thousands. We are going to move beyond the headlines and look at the 3D math of the credit card industry in 2026. To understand the danger, we first have to understand why Goldman Sachs failed. Goldman Sachs fell for the subprime trap. When Apple launched the card, their marketing pitch was inclusion. They wanted everyone to have an iPhone, and they wanted everyone to have an Apple Card. They pressured Goldman to approve customers with lower credit scores in the 600s. Goldman agreed because they wanted market share. But here's the math of credit cards. If you lend money to a prime borrower, score 750 plus, they pay you back. You make money on the swipe fees, interchange. If you lend money to a subprime borrower, score 600, they might pay you high interest for a few months. Then they default. When they default, you lose the entire principal. To make up for one person defaulting on a $5,000 balance, the bank needs 20 other people to pay perfectly for a year. Goldman didn't have the data or the discipline to manage this risk. Their charge-off rate, the amount of debt they gave up on collecting, hit nearly 6%. That's double the industry average. They were losing money on every swipe. The lesson here for you is simple. If a bank is being nice to you, it's usually because they're incompetent or they're setting a trap. Goldman was incompetent. Now enter Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan Chase. JP Morgan is not incompetent. They are the apex predator of banking. They already own the Sapphire Reserve. They own the Freedom Unlimited. They have the data of half of America's households. Why do they want the Apple Card? They don't want the subprime borrowers. In fact, you can expect them to purge those accounts very quickly. They want the high net worth ecosystem. They know that iPhone users statistically earn more money than Android users. They spend more. They travel more. JP Morgan is buying this portfolio for one reason: data consolidation. This brings us to the ecosystem trap. Right now, you might have a Chase checking account, an Amex Gold card for food, and an Apple Card for gadgets. You are diversified. JP Morgan wants to own everything. By acquiring the Apple Card, they now have a direct pipe into your daily spending habits on a level they never had before. They will see exactly what you buy in the App Store. They will see your subscriptions, and they will use this to trap you. Watch what happens next. They will likely integrate the Apple Card into the ultimate reward system. This sounds great, more points, but it's a cage. Once all your points, your bank account, and your credit card are with one institution, you lose leverage. You cannot leave. If they raise fees, you stay. If they lower interest rates on savings, you stay. This is the Standard Oil strategy of 2026. Eliminate competition by buying the platform. Quick pause. If you're nodding your head right now because this feels personal, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. We are working around the clock to bring you these animated breakdowns every day, turning complex financial boredom into simple, high-value lessons you can actually use. We are building a tribe of people who are tired of just being smart and ready to be wealthy. So if you want to level up your bank account alongside your IQ, lock in your subscription, share this video with a brilliant friend who needs a wake-up call, and let's get back to the list. Now let's talk about the immediate danger, the credit crunch. JP Morgan is conservative. They survived 2008 because they have a fortress balance sheet. They do not like risk. If you have an Apple Card and your credit score is borderline or your debt-to-income ratio is high, you need to be careful. When a new bank takes over a portfolio, they do a risk review. They reevaluate every single customer. We saw this when Capital One bought other portfolios. Suddenly, limits get slashed. If you have a $10,000 limit on your Apple Card and JP Morgan cuts it to $3,000 because they think you're risky, your credit utilization will skyrocket. If you have a $2,000 balance, your utilization goes from 20% safe to 66% dangerous. Your credit score could drop 50 points overnight through no fault of your own. This is the hidden risk of the merger. You are guilty until proven innocent by JP Morgan's algorithm. So what should you do? What's the play? Step 1. Don't panic close. Do not call and cancel the card. Credit age makes up 15% of your credit score. If you close the account, you lose that history eventually, and you lose the total credit limit, which hurts your utilization. Keep it open, but stop relying on it. Step 2. The zero balance strategy. If you are carrying a balance on your Apple Card, pay it off now, aggressively. Sell things. Do the side hustles we talked about. You do not want to be in debt to JP Morgan when they take over. You want to look like a transactor, someone who pays in full, not a revolver, someone who pays interest. JP Morgan loves transactors with high income. They punish revolvers with riskier profiles. Step 3. Diversify your lenders. This merger proves that relying on one cool tech company for your finances is a mistake. Apple is a tech company. They treat finance as a feature. When the feature gets annoying, they sell you to a bank. You need to have relationships with credit unions or smaller regional banks. They are less likely to sell your debt. They are more likely to treat you like a human. Do not put all your financial life into the JP Morgan Chase monopoly. The headline says JP Morgan buys Apple Card, but the subtext is, the system is tightening. The era of easy money for credit for everyone failed. Goldman Sachs lost billions proving it. Now the adults are back in charge, and the adults want their money. The Apple Card was fun, it was shiny, it clanked when you dropped it. But now it's just another debt product owned by the biggest bank in the world. Treat it like a loaded weapon. I'm Greg. Watch your utilization, watch the merger, and I'll see you in the next video.